Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Live Highline in the Magic City on the Highline channel. I'm Stu Nyman. As always, I am joined by Andrew Bleckman, and together we will cover every point played today, as you can see by that odds board. Bugs in the system already beginning to work themselves out. There are not 35 minutes. We hope there's not 35 minutes until the first post. Our friends at Tote are aggressively working on that delay. Usually what happens is all of a sudden, boom, it comes up and all the pools have updated and the time is updated. We're going to continue to run these practices as though we were beginning at time on at 1:30 p.m. Mutuals windows are now open for making all wagers in today's 8-game performance. Each of today's 8 games offers win, play, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagers. Beginning in game 1, we have a daily double. There's only one daily double. Correctly pick the winners of games 1 and 2. That's our daily double. 2 pick 3s, an early pick 3 and a late pick 3. Early pick 3, games 2, 3, and 4. Late pick 3 and late pick 3, games 6, 7, and 8. We also have the high-paying high five jackpot. A $2,000 guarantee. High five begins in game 3. Correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you do so correctly and have the only ticket that does so, you'll cash in on the high five for today. Online wagering is available at watchandwager.com, or if you're in the state of Connecticut, mywinners.com. However, placing a bet is not necessary in order for you to enjoy today's action. We don't have a scratch so much as a program correction, and this, of course, is my fault. Before I uploaded them, because I was afraid of the banshees on Tiger's site saying, oh, they can't even put up entries, you know, a few days in advance, and that's really terrible, and that's a poor sign of whatever in their 8th year. So I was in such a hurry to get those entries up, I forgot to look, and there was one person in there who should not have been there. So games 5, 6, 7, and 8. Once again, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Look at that screen. Wherever you see Arta, it should be Nicholas. Games 5, 6, 7, and 8. Arta is playing the early games. He is not playing the late games. Games 5, 6, 7, and 8. Here's a rundown for our Scratch Hawks. Once again, not scratch, just replace. Game 5, post 4 in the backcourt. Take out Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. Game 5, post 4, take out Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. Game 6, post 3, take out Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. Game 4, post 3, take out Arta, replace Arta with, game 6, post 3. Once again, game 6, post 3, take out Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. Game 7, post 6, take out Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. Game 7, post 6, take out Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. Game 8, post 8, take out Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. Game 8, post 8, take out Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. Wherever you see Arta in games 5, 6, 7, and 8, replace him with Nicholas. And look, all I had to do was start talking and the board got correctly updated. Always glad to see that. Those odds, and of course the time is correct. So, with that in mind, we ask you to make your wagers as early as possible within scheduled post times and sit back and relax. Post time for game number 1. And the daily double is now a little over 5 minutes away. Andrew, what's up?
Hello, Stu. good to be back. Ready for some highlight action today, and good to have the opportunity to speak to some of our fans joining us live here in YouTube. Mo Crank, Boom Boom, Mr. Schumann, Mary, Steve M, Mr. Kinchman, and one more point, 76. Hello. Good to be back with you all, ready for 8 action-packed games. Pretty similar format to how we ended 2025 in the spring. We'll have some early doubles games, middle singles, and then the late doubles and late singles. Beginning with some doubles in game number 1. And Noel, good to have you back. A lot of familiar names joining us here in the chat. So as we do before the first game of all performances here, we're going to have this video that will explain the scoring format for all 8 games, which today, as every day, is Spectacular 7 scoring. Take it away.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And we're back here now, about 4 minutes away from the start of game number 1. Some more friends joining us. Michelle watching from the Basque Country.
Michelle, welcome.
And Matthew Eves.
Mr. Kinchman, one more point, 76. No? I know that Andrew rolled these down. Someone's going incognito. I get it. Boom, boom. MERR, nice to watch another highlight season. Nice to have you. 3 minutes to go before we begin game 1. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that this is our final Pelota season here at Magic City. Games 1 and 2, the daily double. Games 3, 4, and 5, our first pick 3. Games 6, 7, 8, our second pick 3. And, of course, the high 5. Games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. $2,000 jackpot wager has that $2,000 guarantee. And today, as far as corrections in the program, to start things off, we hope to have as few corrections as possible. Games 5, 6, 7, and 8. 5, 6, 7, and 8, where you see Arta. Take out Arta and put in Nicholas. Games 5, 6, 7, and 8, where you see Arta. Take out Arta and put in Nicholas. Also, for those of you who wait sometimes before you sometimes start making those wagers, 6-minute post times before singles games, 8-minute post times before And we'll probably do a lot of talking today. Andrew's worked real hard. Sorry. Flatulence at my age, it happens very easily. Andrew's worked real hard all summer on these videos, and I know that he would prefer not to talk, but there's a lot to talk about. So we'll be talking about a lot. We'll not be talking about certain other things that you guys are interested in, because that is not within our purview. We are but humble announcers in the announcer's booth. And we will not be talking about certain things that only the executives of WJAL are competent and cleared to talk about. So if you ask me anything about where we're going after this, before maybe November we'll be able to talk. We'll see.
Looks like we're ready to go.
Let's begin.
Good to have you back here. Game number 1 of our fall Pelota season, ready to begin.
We're ready to begin our first game. It is a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Up first and serving in the red shirts at post 1. We have CRB and Ben. Receiving in the blue at post 2, Juice and Cabrera. CRB serves. We begin. Juice, forehand rebote. Good catch by Ben. Here's the backhand from the 11. Big backhand by Ben, a little too hard. That hits the overhead screen, point 2. 2-team first up on the board here in our first game of the fall season. White shirts at post 3 taking the court. Cool Fitness and Manny. Ball tipped in the front by Juice, point 3. Green shirts, post 4. We have Julian in the front court with El Barba in the back. El Barba on the backhand, powerfully thrown. Rebote save. Out of play, point 4. Black shirts at post 5, now receiving. We have Ikeda with Tennessee. There's the backhand by Tennessee. El Barba, beautiful catch at the 12. Nice and deep to the backcourt. Tennessee, powerfully thrown, right up the middle. Rebote to Julian. Ball tip, point 4. Receiving post 6, the yellow shirts are now receiving. Here's Jedin and Unda. Unda making his Pelota debut. Andrew, be very careful. Scott's in the chat. Is that thing we were talking about before? Don't talk about it now. There's the catch by El Barba. Here's the backhand. Of course he uses his name. He knows I use my name. It's chicken shit not to use your name. There's the backhand by Jedin. Catch by El Barba. Oh, Cortada by El Barba. Unda with the 2-all. Stop by Julian. Julian on the forehand. Oh, wow. A little dangerous out there. Point 4. 4 with 3 points. Here's post 7. Benetrix making his Pelota debut with Flores in the backcourt. And as Mr. Savin says, don't forget Battle Court 5 p.m. We now play Battle Court Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 p.m. And Friday at 7 p.m. when we're open to the public. Man, it was exciting in here this last Friday. Here's a backhand by El Barba. Flores, good pickup at the 12, backhand to the inside. Flores, backhand, little clip, Julian. Here's Flores from the 9. El Barba, fine catch in the backcourt. High and hard to the front wall. Benetrix is there. To the inside he goes. What a catch by El Barba. Wall to wall by Benetrix. Robote coming way out and scoring points 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive the purple shirts of Post 8. The guy who was almost playing 7 games. Arta's in the front court. Gallo in the back. 2 guesses who brought it to my attention. My mistake to my attention. Arta says, the first day? Sorry. Gallo from the forehand. That's a nice scoop by Flores. The backhand, however, hits the overhead screen. Last point of the first round goes to the 8 team, Arta and Gallo. We have completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return the red of Post 1, CRB and Ben. There's the backhand to the inside. Backhand by CRB. That cleared. Gallo from the 13. CRB low and hard. Arta's there. Here's the backhand. Scoop by Ben. Good catch by Ben overhead on the left side. Robote left side. Scoop by CRB. Robote, 2-all. CRB takes it on the bounce. Karam stopped but not held on to by Arta, point 1. One team on the board with 2 points, receiving the blue of Post 2, Juice and Cabrera. And Mo, amongst others, but definitely Mo, thank you very much for coming down, making the trip. And for, my God, case after case of Coke, enough to keep me in Coca-Cola through, I imagine, 2027. Also good to see it. There's the backhand by Ben. Catch and return by Cabrera. Robote. Nice save by Ben. Juice midcourt. Powerful throw. Robote by CRB. Difficult catch by Cabrera. Scoop by Ben. Here's the backhand. A hop and a catch by CRB. Juggling on the catch. Point 2. Bueno is out for at least another month. 2 with 3 points serving to the white shirts of Post 3. Cool Fitness and Manny. Here's Manny on the catch. Backhand from the 10 line. Big backhand. Rebote coming out. Cortada. That's beautifully thrown by Manny to score point 3. Three on the board with 3 points. Here's post 5, the black shirts. Caden, Tennessee. Rebote forehand, out of play, point 5. Caden, Tennessee are on the board with a point. Back and ready to receive, we have Jednan Unda. Under serve, point 6. Six with 2 points here at post 4, Julian and El Barba. Rebote save into the pad, and the pad is bad, point 4. Possible game point 4. The green shirts at post 4, Julian and El Barba trying to stop them. The pink at post 7. Benetrix and Flores. Great catch by Flores off a hard serve by Julian. Benetrix reaches in to make the catch. Hard throw to the inside. Scores. Play on our first game continues. 7 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 8. Arta and Gallo. Ball tip, point 7. Possible game point, pink shirts post 7. Benetrix and Flores trying to stop them, CRB and Ben. Good hard serve by Benetrix. Here's the backhand, wall to wall. Rebote out to the 5 line. Hard forehand Rebote stopped by Ben. Scoop by Ben. Philo stopped by Benetrix and scoring on the win. Point and game, post 7. The pink shirts. First win of the fall season of 2025. Benetrix and Flores. 4 places, 2 serves to 3. This is a playoff for 3rd place. Jadna, good to see you in the chat. Wonderful commentary. Thank you for naming that fox after Inaki. Adopt a fox. I like that. Here's a catch by Manny. Backhand. Wall to wall. Juice going out for the Rebote. Rebote forehand by Juice. Caught by Manny. Rebote forehand by Juice. Manny's there. Three shows. Unofficial order finish for game 1, 7-4-3. Your prices will be up in a moment. And we're waiting for those prices to go up. 7-4-3, the official order finish for game number 3. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're just waiting for our prices. There they go. $2 quinella, $4,759. Trifecta, 743, $271.40. $2 wager on 7 to win, $11. Up next, game 2, a spectacular 7. Singles match, play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. There are no scratches in game 2, and post time is now just 4.5 minutes away. Again, betting period in between singles matches, or before singles matches. I'm always going to say that. I've said the same mistake every time I've gone to say it. Betting period before singles matches is 6 minutes. Betting period before doubles matches is 8. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Pelota. Our quinellas here at Magic City. 8th year. My, oh my, how far we have come. Don't forget, if you are looking at later wagers, including those affecting the high 5, in games 5, 6, 7, and 8. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Wherever you see Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Wherever you see Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. Andrew, how was your summer?
Stu, a good summer, but I'm sorry to cut you off. We do have another snappy video here. I don't want to...
Snappy video?
Yeah, you're going to stay on track today. Well, we only have about 4 minutes, as you said, so this one will explain for any new highlight fans out there how the game is played.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The main rule of highlight is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in highlight. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a highlight player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And we're back here,
Someone
folks. About
translator
3
in front.
minutes for start of game number 2. First singles game of the year. You see a couple of familiar faces back in these singles games, including Cold Fitness, Juice, and El Barbo. And exactly right, highlight fan. How about that? Debut for Benetrix here in Pelota. He's played World Super Court. He had a couple Battle Court matches last week, but debut here in Pelota and securing a win. That's good to see. Boom Boom referencing sort of the talent here. I mean, just amazing now this roster gets better year by year. And excited, I mean, for the new additions this season in particular. Young, exciting, you know, prospects in the sport coming over, playing here at Magic City for the first time. I've had an opportunity to watch all of them, Unda, Benetrix, Echeverry, over at Dania. And if that can translate over to here, I mean, great energy, just really good kids overall, and having the opportunity to speak with them and going to fit in really well with this roster. So excited to have them, excited for what they're going to bring, both on and off the court.
Got about 2 minutes to go here before we begin game number 2, the singles match. So the way the program is pretty much well divided out, we have our early doubles, games 1 and 3. Our early singles, that's right, a little different. Second half of the year, where you see Juice and Barba playing in singles. Game 4, basically just a middle game. Arta, Benny, Julin, Hyro, Manny, Goanaga, Lalu. And our late games, 5 and 7. Games 5 and 7 are our championship doubles games. 6 and 8, championship singles. Once again, that correction, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arta is out in each of those games and replaced by Nicholas. That is a misprint. Thank you for your patience. We'll try to keep them to a minimum. And we are playing Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Battle Court, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 p.m., Fridays at 7 p.m. Let's begin. You got that schedule, Andrew?
I'll be here, Stu. I got it.
Time to begin our second game. It is a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Up first and serving in the red shirt of post 1, Cool Fitness. Receiving in the blue of post 2, CRB. This begins our early pick 3. Fitness serves, we begin. Ball tip, midcourt, point 2. White shirt at post 3, Juice receives. Point 2. Receiving in the green shirt at post 4, and he announces that he is making his 2025 singles debut. Number 77, El Barba. Don't drop the ball. That's a good backhand by El Barba to the inside. Scooped by CRB. El Barba winding up. Point 4. Black shirt at post 5. Jedden receives. There's a backhand. Rebote, left side, swing and a miss. When will you be making your Rebote debut? That's the question. Point 5. Yellow shirt, post 6, Tennessee receives. Powerful backhand to the inside. Tennessee's up there. Good catch. Hard throw. Scoop by Jedden. Hard throw by Jedden. Caught by Tennessee. Tennessee hard to the inside. Jedden on the run. Up, 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 and away. That's out of play. Point 6. Pink of post 7. Now receiving number 23, Kiva. Backhand by Ikeda. Tennessee lets it pass. Robote. Under the bridge. My, oh, my. 0.6. Here now to complete the first round, thankfully, and it's Ben. Purple shirt. There's a backhand by Ben. Robote. Low and inside. Mid-court, Ben picks it up, winds up. It's a 2-wall. It scores. Well thrown. 0.8. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return the red shirt of post 1 is Cool Fitness. Powerful forehand by Cool Fitness. Ben takes it on the bounce. Catch. Almost made by Cool Fitness, 0.8. 8 with 3 points. Here's Juice receiving the white of post 3. Robote left side to the inside. Juice. Good catch at the side wall. Here's Ben from midcourt. Hard to the inside. Juice looks for the Robote. He made the save. Did not clear the screen. 0.8. Here's the blue post 2, CRB. CRB on the backhand. Ben's there. CRB moving in. Forehand. Drops. Oh, my goodness. No. All that glass, and he hit the pad. 0.8. Point in game, post 8, Ben. 6 serves to 2. 6 serves to 2. This is for second, third. Did you say it was perfect? Was that his retort? Well, 6 serves 2. This is for second, third place. There's a backhand by CRB. Tennessee on the catch. Tennessee. Costello. CRB. Costello 2-all. That one worked. 2 places, 6 shows. Unofficial order finish, 8-2-6. Your prices will be up in a moment. We'll have your prices up in just a moment. Prices from Game 2 are official. Daily double, all 8, $12.80. A $2 wager on 8 to win, $13.40. $2 Quinella 2830 320 trifecta 826 207 60. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our third game, a spectacular 7 doubles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. No scratches in Game 3. There are no scratches in Game 4. Don't forget that Game 3 begins the high five for today. That is a jackpot wager. Correctly pick the winners of Games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you do so correctly, have the only ticket that does so, you'll cash in on the high five for today with its $2,000 guarantee. No scratches in Game 3, no scratches in Game 4, but in Games 5, 6, 7, and 8, there is a misprint. My fault. Take full ownership of it. Game 5, post 4. Take out Arta. Replace Arta with Nicholas. Game 6, post 3. Take out Arta. Replace Arta with Nicholas. Game 7, post 6. Take out Arta. Replace Arta with Nicholas. Game 8, post 8. Take out Arta. Replace Arta with Nicholas. Wherever you see Arta after Game 4. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. Replace him with Nicholas. Post time now 6 minutes away. Good luck. Out to the rebote. El Barba's there. Rebote forehand by El Barba. Jed moves in. Outside placement will score. Powerful forehand. Rebote. Scoop. Here's the backhand. There's the backhand by Kubala. Tennessee is there. Scoop by Bueno. Karen by Bueno is in. Backhand by Bragley. Placement to the inside by Arta will score. Bueno midcourt on the left side. Hard throw. Rebote coming out. Splitter. Caught in the air by Bueno. Follow passes on the scoop, goes for the rebote. He makes the save. Ikeda. What a catch and what a costado. Back. What a catch by Bragley on the back wall. Ben reaches up, backhand from the 11 line. Ben makes the catch. He's winding up. Splitter. Scoop by Bragley. Kate at the 10 line. That's a great catch. Ben's there. Rebote forehand. Ben advances, takes it in the air. 2-all. Lands in and scores. Great save by Kubala from the backcourt. Kubala, Rebote save just above the pad. Ikeda's there. Ikeda to the outside. Scoop by CRB. Here's the backhand. Rebote for El Barba. To the inside, Benny's there. El Barba for the Rebote. Drop shot, Rebote by El Barba.
And folks, that top 10 there. Best plays from the early doubles game. First part of 2025 here at Magic City.
So if folks want to watch and wager on us, there's, of course, watchandwager.com. Unless you're in the state of Connecticut, that's mywinners.com. If you're in the state of Florida, you're part of the simulcast wagering network on track betting, meaning you have to be at a track to bet on a track. Most tracks here in Florida taking us. Time. Let's begin. Game 3. We're ready to begin our third game, a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirts, a post 1. Jednan under receiving blue at post 2, Juice. And Cabrera. There's a serve, we begin. Rebote forehand. Undoes there. Jednan on the catch. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand. Missed. Point 1. One team first up on the board here in our third game. That'll bring to the court the white shirts opposed 3. CRB and Ben. Ben, split placement, will score. Point 3. Green shirts post 4, Arta and Gallo. Highlight going through Hard Rock Bet is only for the sports betting, which takes place on Battle Court, which is at 5 p.m. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 7 p.m. on Fridays. This is Pari-mutuel highlight, traditional form of highlight. That's on-track betting, mywinners.com in the state of Connecticut, or watch and wager if it's legal in your state. Ball drop mid-court, point 4. Black shirts post 5. We have Benetrix and Flores. You're welcome, Highlight. Thanks for clarifying. Last time. Benetrix from the forehand, hard throw. Here's Gallo, backhand. Benetrix back at the 10. Rebote, left side. Art on the catch from the outside. Placement inside, dropping it in and scoring. Point 4. 4 on the board with 2 points. Here's post 6. Julian and El Barba. Good catch by El Barba. Nice backhand to the inside. That will score. Well thrown by El Barba, 0.6. Pink, post 7, Ikeda and Tennessee.
Okay. I mean, I rotated one game by that. I totally missed them. Right. That's my, sorry. Yeah.
Here's the backhand by Tennessee. El Barba on the catch, backhand. Tennessee from the forehand at the 12. Right up the middle, Julian makes a stop. Ikeda from the 9. Here's the backhand. This one caught by Tennessee. Ikeda, outside placement will score. 0.7. Here now to complete the first round and receive purple shirts, post 8. Cool Fitness is in the front court with Manny in the back. Here's a backhand by Manny. Ikeda from the 9 line. Powerful throw. Robote coming out. Cortada stopped by Cool Fitness. Robote forehand. Ikeda takes it on the bounce. Hard to the inside. Robote left side. Interference ruled. The point will be replayed. Interference requested and granted by Manny. To Manny by the backcourt judge. 7 serves 8. Catch on the forehand of Ikeda. Goes deep. He'll shot to the inside, will score, 0.7. 2 points for the 7 team as we complete the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, blue, post 2, Juice and Cabrera. That ball lands in and scores. Point 2. Receiving post 1, Jeden and Unda. I think that's it. Thank you. Point 2. Juice with 4 points. Serving. White shirts post 3. CRB and Ben. Underserved. Point 3. Black shirts post 5. Benetrix and Flores. Point 3. Possible game point. White shirts post 3. CRB and Ben trying to stop them. Arta and Gallo. Gallo advances to make the catch. Hard throw follows. Clears the overhead screen. CRB for the rebote. To the outside. Scoop by Arta. Hard throw by Arta, scoop by CRB. Ball tipped. Point in game, post 3. CRB and Ben. 3 wins at 2 places, 7 serves to 4. This is a playoff for 3rd place. Arta picks the serve. Hard throw. What a catch by Tennessee. Here's the backhand. Gallo from the 12 line. Arta, backhand from the 8. Hard to the inside. That ball's tipped. 4 shows. Unofficial order finish. 3, 2, 4. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results from Game 3 are official as posted. Chandler Cannell 2-3, 77-20. The trifecta 3-2-4. That's first, second, and third place finishing 327-60. Cello wager on 3 to win 15-20. First number for the high five, the number 3. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is Game 4, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. No scratches or changes in Game 4. Post time for Game 4. Now just about 6 minutes away. Good luck. You see, 6 minutes till Game 4, running 6-minute post times before our singles games, 8-minute post times before our doubles games. Why? What's the science behind that? How does that figure into things? Everybody wants to know. Everybody has an, well, not everybody has an opinion. So, the play in the Pelota, these Quinella matches were taking a little bit longer and beginning to infringe on the practice times for Battle Court, which begins promptly at 5 p.m. So by deducting 2 minutes So even though that only comes out to like 8 minutes total, still 8 minutes is 8 minutes.
Well, at 10 minutes, we round up here. 10 minutes might make a big difference, you know.
But it's only 8 minutes. So why would you call it 10 when it's really only 8? Like, you have to understand something, that in the timing of Highlight, now Adam's completely off, but he used to play Highlight, so we'll completely give him a pass on that. So, and you understand that it's like, okay, so there's spacecraft, which are sometimes, you know, that takeoff time is subject due to weather. Then there are Swiss trains. And a Highlight start time, to me, and at some point I'll be gone. You know, who knows when. At some time I'll be gone, and it can change. And people can, like some of the Highlight players around here, can start whenever they want. When they get out of the shower, when they're finished drying off, when they feel like it, you know, all that other crap that we've heard over the years, they could start whenever they want. But when I'm sitting here, if there's something on fire or there's something exploding, as long as we have enough Highlight players and an announcer and a way to keep score, that game is going to start on time. Then occasionally the director of Battle Court comes over and says, well, no, this is more important. It's like, no, I'm sorry. There is nothing more important than starting what you're offering on time. I mean, you know, how does the news work? How do television programs work and streaming programs work? It's like, maybe it starts at 3 after, maybe it starts at 2. No, it starts at this particular time.
They should get you in the production hierarchy in professional sports. I think
that
they
would
could
drive
use
me.
you, Stu.
No, if there'd be some guy with
7
a red...
o'clock start time, 7:16 tip. Yeah, I mean, just
There'd
crazy.
be a guy with a red hat down there, you know. It's like, oh, this is for commercial. I don't like that product anyway. Switch, please.
Chuck Jasmine asking about Battle Court wagering in the state of Connecticut. Yeah, Stu,
okay, so
you
yeah,
there's
an answer to that, and this is not politics. This is what is called policy. So if you are in the state of Connecticut, and if you want to place wagers on Battle Court in the state of Connecticut, you have to contact your state legislators. Why? Because, and we won't go into the details of it, way back. In fact, I went and I found it. You have to go all the way back to like 1971 or 72. There was a little thing placed in your state statutes involving gaming in the state of Connecticut, which prevents taking a certain type of bet on Highlight. And in guessing, I imagine that was done to protect the pari-mutuel form of Highlight and to make sure that it would always stay on the up and up. So fixed odds betting on Highlight, not allowed in the state of Connecticut by statute. But I'm guessing that if a few of you who are interested in the state of Connecticut got in touch with your representative, that is something that could be taken care of in the next legislative session. So people might say to us, hey, how about you hire a lobbyist? It's way above my pay scale, and I'd really see it. I really prefer to see it happen organically like it has in some states.
Right.
We've had people from some states basically get in touch with their legislators who've gotten in touch with their sports betting governing body du jour at the state level and say, yeah, hey, we'd like to bet on Highlight in this state. And they say, okay, let's take a look at it. So in Connecticut, it does require requires a little change to a piece of legislation. We'd like to see that happen. So please contact your legislators in the state of Connecticut to get Battle Court wagering. And after that, it's as easy as turn on a switch. We hope to see it. If not for 2025, certainly for 2026. Our 2026 fall season will be beginning in February.
It's winter season.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm throwing all these teasers out there, just constantly teasing it up right until I get that official piece of paper that says how it is supposed to be announced that is co-signed by the two facilities. Not a word from this announcer's booth before that comes down. That was made abundantly clear, and if nothing else, I follow instructions.
Well, thank you. Steve M. posted a list there of all the states where Battle Court wagering is approved and available. So if you're in one of those, check it out. We play tonight, 5 p.m. Wednesdays at 5, Thursdays at 5, and then Fridays at 7, all times Eastern time, of course. Let's get back to Pelota with game number 4.
Time to begin our 4th game. It is a spectacular 7 singles match, played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Arta. Receiving in the blue post 2 is Benny. Arta, this is one of the games you're definitely in. Arta serves. Our 4th game has begun. There's the backhand by Arta. Arta to the inside. Benny's going to run for it. Low enough and soft enough to score. Point 1. Arta first up on the board here in our 4th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3. Here's Julian. Chaz Jasmine, great to hear that there was a petition at Winners. Thank you guys very much. I hadn't heard about that. Thank you for fighting the good fight on our behalf. It is very much appreciated. Robote left side, up the middle, Julian's there. Robote forehand, low and hard. Long Costado 2-all, perfectly executed by Arta to score, point 1. Green shirt to post 4 receiving, here's Hyro. Hyro on the catch, here's the backhand. Robote, forehand by Arta. Hyro from the 10 line. That 2-all is out, point 4. Black shirt to post 5, Manny receives. Steve M., thank you as always for giving us a complete list of states where battle court wagering is both legal and available. Highlight, hopefully you can get it fixed. Robote forehand by Hyro. Manny's there. Manny up the middle. 2-all, out, point 5. Yellow shirt of post 6, Goenaga receives. Point 6. Pink, post 7, number 28, Lalu. Here's a backhand by Lalu, powerfully thrown. Robote left side by Goenaga. Caught on the forehand of Lalu. Lalu low and hard, scooped up by Goenaga. Here's the backhand. Goenaga, backhand from the 8. Goenaga takes it in the air. Robote saved by Lalu, cut off in the air by Goenaga. Goenaga to the inside where it scores a hard-fought point by the 6 and 7, point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive purple shirt of post 8. Echeberry. There's a backhand by Etcheberry to the corner and out to the rebote. Etcheberry on the catch. Coasty inside. Rebote dropping, saved, but falling short, hitting the pad, .8. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, the blue of post 2, Benny. Fine rebote save by Etcheberry. Here's Benny from the 7-line. Hard throw. Low to the back wall. Etcheberry's on it to the inside. Scoop is tip, .8. 8 with 3 points, serving to the 3 post. Julian receives. Here's a backhand by Julian. Rebote. Ball tip, .8. Straight points to a possible game point for the purple shirt of post 8. Etcheberry trying to stop him. The red of post 1, Arta. Arta on the backhand, low and hard. Etcheberry from the 9-line. Big backhand. Rebote coming out. Arta on the rebote to the inside. That 2-all is out. Point and a perfect game for the purple shirt of post 8, Etcheberry. 6 serves to 1. This is a playoff for second and third place. Arts on the catch, backhand to the inside. Rebote forehand, high to the front wall. Difficult rebote save with control by Arta. That's nicely played. Ball tip. 6 places, 1 shows. Unofficial order finish, 8-6-1. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results from our 4th gamer official. Coming in first, post 8, Etcheberry. Taking second, post 6, Goanaga. Coming in third, post 1, Arta. 8-6-1, the official order finish for game 4. There are your prices. $2 quinoa, 6-8, $52.40. 50-cent try, 8-6-1, $319.20. Our early pick 3, 8-3-8, 3 of 3 numbers returning $343.80. $2 wager on 8 to win, $14.20. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 5. Game 5 is a spectacular 7 doubles match, part of our doubles championship series here at Magic City. There's a correction in Game 5. Game 5, post 4. Take out Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. Game 5, post 4. Take out Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. That will be true in games 6, 7, and 8 as well. 5, 6, 7, and 8, where you see Arta, you take out Arta, you put in Nicholas. There are no other scratches affecting Game 5. Post time is now just over 6 minutes away. Good luck.
4,
4 minutes. This is a doubles game. They kept it at 4. Switch. We'll give you enough time to practice. Don't worry about it. We'll hold it ourselves.
So, in our never-ending attempt to improve the product here at Magic City, in those 6-minute and 8-minute post times, they put a 6-minute post time before a doubles game, which for some of these guys who have not had a sufficient chance to get out there and throw it around might not be enough time. So we will be going over post here. Once again, game 5, post 4. Game 5, post 4, take out Arto, replace Arto with Nicholas. Game 5, post 4, take out Arto, replace Arto with Nicholas.
10 teams competing here in this late doubles competition. The two that you don't see here in game 5 are Iturbide and Gallo and Jairo and Manu.
So about that summer, did you ever tell me how your summer was?
Stu, no, had a good time. Had a lot of time back home, friends, family. Top 10s came out okay, so that was also, important, but, always good. I think time away from this is always beneficial for everybody, for players, fans alike. I mean, the perspective that you gain, I think is truly invaluable. I mean, talking with a lot of people, especially kids my age, and getting to do something that I enjoy, that's fun.
This is going to sound so fogey. You ready for fogey?
Uh-oh.
Were you also away from that paycheck? Or no?
No.
You weren't. See, that's
Away from the...
That's the catch-22 of life, Andrew. That's the catch-22 of life. Is time away serves us all well.
Sure.
There's no question about that. But time away from a paycheck, not everyone can do that. I can't.
No.
I can't. I'm still paying for mistakes from my 20s.
I'd say I think more for me, though, is just keeping myself occupied and busy. And with this, we have this structure on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Battle Core, at night. It just helps kickstart things. I'm pretty lazy if I don't have anything to do. And I could just sit at home all day and do nothing. And
Ask me about my weekend.
I know you get it, Stu. So it's just good to be back. The energy's great early on, especially. The guys are happy. The play's been great. And it's just really been fun so far. So I'm looking forward to this season.
Absolutely.
And beyond. Yeah.
No, it was a good summer. We got some work done here.
Yeah, what did you do, Stu? Yeah.
I spent the first... we took a little time off. We spent some time off. The players are just like foaming at when do I get to practice. When that hits 0, buddies, when you get to practice. It's like I'm watching both. I'm able to watch both. I've always watched both. I can watch both now. So it took a couple days off when we first left there in May. And then once we got in June, I decided to get into painting, not watercolors, but yeah, we're going to do 2 minutes here, 2 minutes that we neglected to put up. That's on us. So we'll begin in 2 minutes. Let's practice. 7-8. We'll begin in 2 minutes. So did some steam cleaning, did some painting, did some vacuuming, walked up and down a ladder.
Oh.
And
Do it all.
yeah, it was it was early mornings and hot afternoons. It was very hot back there in June and July. Was able to do it with some of our friends here from the Highlight program, 2 friends in particular. I believe you know them. And making progress at our new facility, which will be announced later in the season. I mean, it's already been announced, and it was a bad secret before then, but I don't have a press release. So announcers operate off of press releases, and Director of Highlight Operations. Sorry, I just had to be ugly with it, but apparently there was some laughter, so that was all right. Man, it's like herding cats sometimes. I mean, it really is. And the first day they're a little rambunctious, should we say?
It's been, yeah.
But I mean,
First day of
did
school,
you not see me like
you know.
talking to you enjoyably, telling a story, and staring at my phone?
Got like 5 things going on at once, not just those 2.
2 different microphones, 1 thumb definitely off.
4 different thoughts. Watching this clock, watching another clock. And I think it's official now. Stu says ready to begin. Let's play game 5.
We're ready to begin our 5th game. It is a spectacular 7 doubles match. Played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Up first and serving. Red shirts at post 1. Go Sherry and Ben. Receiving in the blue at post 2. Lalu and Rotz. There's the serve. We begin. Lalu on the rebote. Bend to the outside. Great catch. Rebote forehand by Rotz. Caught by Kosheri. Kosheri's 2-all will score. Point 1. Receiving the white shirts at post 3, we have Inaki and Unda. Man, these guys. I mean, there was that first year, the very, very first year. Great group of guys. And there was that one night where they decided to watch football and have some drinks here at the Fronton and then go back out on the court and play. Yeah, that was a major F-up on my part. No question about that. Not that I encouraged it. I was just sitting here minding my own business. Outside, a placement lands in and scores. The Philo, point 1. Green shirts, post 4, Goenaga and Nicholas. Point being that, yes, left to everyone's own devices, though not everyone is the biggest fan of rules and policies and times and stuff like that, it really helps keep it safe and organized for everybody. Like if you read that long message that I sent you that I had sent to the players about interference, you'll get the point. There's a backhand by Nicholas. Scoop by Ben. And it's certainly in no way meant to be demeaning or trying to assert my authority or anything like that. It really is just to make sure that everybody stays safe, has an equal opportunity to make prize money, and make sure that the program, operates efficiently. That's really it. I mean, I guess any tyrant would describe their behavior the same way, but I try not to be so tyrannical about it. Catch by Nicholas. Here's the forehand. Wouldn't you agree, Andrew?
Oh, I would, Stu.
That's the correct answer. You eat lunch. Here's the forehand by Ben, straight back. Nicholas is there. That big backhand gets away, hits the overhead screen, point 4. Black shirts, post 5. Etcheberry and Benny receive. Here's a backhand by Benny. Scoop by Nicholas at the 12 line. Point 4. Yellow shirts, post 6. Benetrix and Douglas receive. There's a backhand by Douglas. Nicholas is there. Gonaga. Benetrix from the 9 line. Powerful backhand. Douglas from the 9 line. Wall to wall. Robote coming out. Powerful forehand rebote by Benetrix. Nicholas is there. Nicholas on the backhand. Robote coming out. Rotate forehand. Catch by Nicholas. Benetrix, mid-wall placement. Nicholas looking for the rebote. Makes a save. High and outside. Scoop attempt missed deep in the backcourt. Point 4. Forward 3 points. Here's post 7. Urrutia and Cabrera. Scoop by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Here's the backhand to the inside. Cabrera's there. Rotate forehand. Catch by Gonaga. Gonaga to the inside. Cabrera turns to save the rebote. It's a 2-all. Lands in and scores point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive purple shirts of post 8. Alex is in the front court with Julian in the back. It's a powerful serve by Urrutia. There's the backhand. Julian will take this on the bounce at the 12 line. Hard forehand. Julian from the 10 to the inside. Cabrera's there. Julian now from the 10 line back to the inside. Cabrera fine catch. Backhand. Thrown hard. Julian from the 13 line, rather. Alex to the inside, backhand. Cabrera, backhand to the inside, low and hard. Scoop by Julian. Powerful forehand rebote by Alex. Rebote forehand to the forehand of Julian. Julian from the right side. Rebote to the overhead screen, point 7. Our first round's complete. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, the blue of post 2, Lalu and Aratz. Here's the backhand by Aratz. Caught by Arruzia. Aratz on the forehand. Powerful backhand by Arruzia. Caught by Aratz. Lalou on the catch. Here's the backhand. Powerfully thrown. Wall to wall out to the rebote. Saved by Arruzia. Beautiful catch by Aratz. Aratz again. Backhand from the 12. Here's backhand by Aratz to the inside, passing rebote forehand by Arruzia. Straight back, good throw. Lalou makes the save. Arruzia attacks but lets it pass. Cabrera's there, nice catch. Lalou, backhand from the 7. Low and hard and caught by Arruzia. Point 7. 17 with 4 points, receiving post 3, Iñaki and Unda. Point 7. Possible game point. Pink shirts post 7. Arruzia and Cabrera trying to stop them. Gaucheri and Ben. Ben, great catch. There's the backhand. Powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out. Rebote left side. Great catch by Ben at the 10 line. Cabrera moves up. Backhand. Sherry. Beautiful catch by Cabrera. Backhand. Ben's there from the 12 line. Rebote save. Gaucheri's got it, winds up. Splitter, stopped on the forehand of Cabrera. Cortada by Cabrera, scooped up by Gaucheri. Cabrera on the catch, backhand from the 10 line. Gaucheri reaches out, makes the stop. Arruzia makes the catch. Powerful throw, caught by Gaucheri. Gaucheri to the inside where it scores. Point 1, play continues. One with 4 points. Here's post 5. Etcheberry and Benny. Gaucheri calls for the rebote, plays it back to the inside. Benny will take that on the bounce. Big backhand by Benny. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by Gaucheri. Low and hard. Picked up by Etcheberry's 2-all lands in beautifully to score, 0.5. 5 with 2 points. Here's post 6. Benetrix and Douglas. Underserved, 0.6. 6 with 2 points. Here's post 4. Goanaga and Nicholas. Ball over, sir. 0.4. Possible game point for the green shirts at post 4. Goanaga and Nicholas. Trying to stop them are Alex and Julian. Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Julian's there. Robote, forehand. Powerful throw by Alex. What a scoop by Nicholas. Backhand to the forehand of Julian. Robote coming out. Two all beautifully executed by Alex to score. 0.8. 8 team on the board with 2 points. Here's post 2, Lalu and Arats. Here's the backhand by Julian. Lalu is there. Robote. Alex on the backhand. Low and hard and caught by Arats. Here's the backhand to the inside. Alex makes the Robote save. Lalu from the 5 line. Powerfully from the forehand. Catch by Julian. Robote forehand. Alex makes the catch. Karam. Perfectly executed and scoring. 0.2. 2 on the board, 2 points. Here's post 3. Iñaki and Unda. Ball tipped in the backcourt, 0.2. 2 team has 4 points, returning with possible game point. Pink shirts of post 7, Arutia and Cabrera. Backhand by Cabrera, the low runner to the inside, scooped up by Arats. Cabrera from the 11 line. Cabrera again, backhand from 11. Rebote left side by Urrutia. Kicks up. Lalu cuts it off the 8 line. Well done. Arat's beautiful pickup at the 13. Urrutia is there, winding up. Powerful costado to the inside. What a catch by Arat. Lalu powerfully from the forehand, cut off by Urrutia. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand rifled, dropping. What a save by Urrutia. Save by Arat. It's a 2-all. Stopped on the forehand of Urrutia. Urrutia blasted from the forehand. This one will score for the win. Point and game. Post 7. Urrutia and Cabrera. 4 places. 1 serves to 2. Playoff for show. There's the backhand by Arat. Ball tip, point 2. 2 shows. Unofficial order finish, 7-4-2. Your prices will be up in a minute. Results from Game 5 are official. Taylor Keenel 4-7, 120-140. Trifecta 7-4-2, 530-60. A $2 wager on 7 to win, 21-20. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 6, a spectacular 7. Singles match, played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. There is one program change. Game 6, post 3, take out Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. Game 6, post 3, take out Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. Take out Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas in game 6, 7, and 8. Now about 6 minutes to go before we begin. Game number 6. You know, it occurred to me that could have sounded cool before about the paycheck question. I didn't mean it to. I was just trying to be funny.
No, I'm taking. Yeah.
No. There are some people who literally will trade. You know, we've seen it. There's some people who will trade time off for. It's called WAP time without pay. You know, it's like, look, I don't mind not being paid for this period of time. I just need this time for myself and my family, or whatever it is.
Sure. No.
WOP time was something back when I worked in a psychiatric hospital. Yep. And I did take it frequently. I've had enough of this. I need a couple days of, you don't pay me, I don't come to work, and we'll all be happy. I haven't had that.
For everyone, yeah.
Well, I haven't had that issue here. I mean, we have too much fun.
That's true. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on things having to do with highlight? That is.
My thoughts on things
Having to do with highlight.
having to do with highlight. I told what I was saying before. I'm just excited for this season. You know, we kind of say it every year, but the talent just keeps getting better and better. The Battle Court product, at least in my opinion, I feel like it gets more and more competitive with these new players that we bring in. So, yeah, I say the same thing just because it's true. I'm excited to see how these new guys fit in.
How quickly they adjust.
Yeah. I mean, that's always fun, too. But as I said a little bit earlier, they seem like good guys off the court also.
100%.
They'll fit in the locker room. Just great energy. When they're out there on the court, they look like they're having fun. They're moving at just a ridiculous pace. And to see that level of joy in playing the sport is, you know, it's nice to see.
When some of them came in before the World Super Court and they were practicing, whenever possible, I try to pick people up at the airport, especially when they're first coming in, try to help them get settled, say hi, put a fresh face on our program. You know, it's not something very common where someone in senior management comes up and picks a player up and gets them settled. And so I was able to do that, and they asked to eat, and they wanted to practice. And so Vicente was there, and Lalu wasn't there. So it was Vicente, Lebois was there, Benetrix, and I'm blanking. Arrutia did come in with Lalu at some point, but there was this practice that went on for like 3 hours, and the energy on it of just the practice was nuts. Yeah. I mean, it was just, I got tired watching it, and I couldn't take my eyes off of it. And again, keeping their own points, no judges on the side. They knew when they juggled, they knew when they overserved, they knew when it was out, they knew when it touched. I mean, it was just so fast paced. And I've seen it before here, of course, at Magic City, different times over the years. You know, some of my favorite practices were back in 2019 with Douglas and Kubala, and Ben would get in there, and you know, when they first started. And of course, you know that Douglas would just practice nonstop for years. Ben continues to. I mean, Ben probably has practiced more highlight in these 8 years than anyone else I've come across.
It's very true. Yeah.
So it's always fun to watch when you see that degree of energy. And then when you see it translate into play, which tends to get a little bit more conservative. There are judges, there's announcers, sometimes there's a crowd. You know, sometimes you are a little bit more hesitant to throw that shot because there may be $200 or $500 associated with it.
And how about Echeverry, too, you know?
Today?
He went out there in his first battle court, and we'll just say looked very uncomfortable.
Yes.
I mean, this court it's very unsettling the first time you step out there, and then you have to compete. But today, to come back after that and win a perfect game in game number 4, I think that shows you all the potential.
And with
that he has.
With that Costado,
yeah.
too. Now, again, you know, the next one's going to the pad, but the truth of the matter is that was just beautifully. Yeah. And he did say, he came to me after that battle court performance, and he asked specifically, what time do we open in the morning? Now, he said, I want, and then I said, well, 9. He said, well, can I practice before 9? And I said, well, no, the casino prefers that we don't do anything before 9 a.m. And he was like just ready to go take a nap, come back, and start practicing because of the standard that he has for himself.
Right.
And, you know, hey, I'm happy to oblige any way I can.
Well, I say you can really tell a lot more about people and athletes and how they're going to fare out there based on their losses and how they respond to those than the wins. You know, it's like life. It's very easy when the wins are coming and everything is good. When it's bad, then you see your true colors, and that's great. I didn't know that, but it's great to hear that was his first thought was, I'm not going to be too upset. I'm not worried about the result. I'm just going to get to work,
100%.
and it's going to get better.
Literally the first thing he said to me.
Well, you love to hear it. Now we got some feature singles games starting up with game number 6. Good luck.
Those are always fun, huh? Time to begin game 6. It is the first of our 2 feature singles games here at Magic City. Serving in the red shirt at post 1, Go Sherry. Receiving in blue at post 2, Douglas. Go Sherry serves. We begin. Backhand by Douglas. Go Sherry, Robote. Douglas plays it high. Go Sherry cuts it off, winds up. Inside placement scores. Point 1. Go Sherry first up on the board in our 6th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3. Here's Nicholas. Nicholas on the backhand to the inside. Robote. Forehand. Straight back. Robote forehand is a miss. Point 1. Receiving the green shirt of post 4, here's a Manu. Diane McBride. Glad that you are happy we're back. We're happy to have you in the chat. And yeah, the games have been pretty intense so far, straight from game 1 on. I mean, there's really good balance in these games. Scott, you know, our CEO, I give him a little bit of ribbing, you know, obviously playfully because he signs my paycheck, but he really does put a lot of effort into putting these games together and who plays in them. Here's the catch by Manu, backhand from the 9 line. 2-all, lands in to score, point 1. On the board with 3 points, here's post 5, Iñaki. Andrew, I think Gaucher's pissed at something. It's hard to tell. I mean, when he's really upset, you could see. When he's happy, it's easy to see too. But you know, he's firing these like, you know, I was about to say like he's getting paid to do so, but he is if he wins. But he's thrown some just tremendous shots. Iñaki on the backhand, Robote for Gaucheri. Gaucheri to the splitter. Oh, caught on the forehand of Iñaki. To the inside it goes. Good effort by Gaucheri to make that save back here at the 13 line. This point goes to the 5. Yellow shirt at post 6, Arats receives. Here's the backhand by Arats. Robote dropping, saved by Iñaki. Arats cuts it off, winds up. The 2-all. Read by Iñaki. Switch from right to left to make the catch. Point goes to the 6. Pink, post 7, Iturbide receives. You know what's going to be interesting, Andrew? The rest of this year, both Battle Court and Pelota. But you know what's going to be really interesting? Next year. Basically, this is what you're going to get on Tuesdays and Thursdays every day until I get a press release. Oh, that's just, it's, look, you know, I got to have fun. I literally did not leave my room except to eat and bathe, I think maybe once, Saturday, Sunday, or yesterday. So this is my fun in life. Here's the catch by Iturbide, backhand to the inside. Robote. On the wall, Arats makes the save. Catch by Iturbide. 2-all, 2-score, point 7. Purple shirt, post 8 to complete the first round of play is Alex. See, Andrew, that's why I asked you what you did during your summer and did you enjoy it? I said Alex or Andrew? Andrew, you're Andrew.
You got it right.
I did say Andrew because it's important to me. It's very important to me that you not make the same, not mistake, but choice that I did. I don't want you dedicating your life to this. What a catch by Alex. Here's the forehand rifled inside. 2-score. Point 8. Your professional life, that's okay. But not your whole life. Blue post 2. Douglas receives. For instance, like...
So, I'm content, though. Professional life, I think it's good.
Oh, I mean,
I'm happy here.
To work with you is absolutely awesome.
Well,
I mean,
likewise, too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Not everybody has said that. And I get it. Believe me, I get it. Scoop by Douglas, not there. Point 8. 8 with 3 points. Here's post 3. Nicholas. And I'm seriously putting in for, I think that Stewart is a really good name for the next generation of Bleckmans that come along. Just saying, just laying that out there.
It's on the unofficial list. We'll give you that.
Unofficial.
It's on the list.
That ball lands in, then touches the cage. Perfectly placed, point 8. Straight points to a possible game point for the purple of post 8. Alex trying to stop him. The green of post 4, Manu. Meanwhile, we're on top of Alex in a perfect game. I mean, Alex he had a difficult time adjusting that first day, but since then, no difficulty in any part of his game. And man, has he been fast. Robote forehand. Manu makes the catch. Backhand. Two all. Opens up. Alex makes the save. Tremendous effort by Alex. That will score, 0.4. Sorry, Tito. He didn't mean it. Play continues. Receiving the red at post 1, goes Sherry. My God, that front court judge position, you could, I mean, seriously. Seriously. I've seen the vault here at the casino. There's not enough money in here. I mean, you could wheel it out here. No way I'm going to be the front court judge here. There's just no way. Here's a backhand by Gaucheri. Manu makes the catch. Manu on the catch. Inside placement scores 0.4. 4 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 5, Iñaki. And for the record, I have never seen the vault here. Never. I've seen the concession stand and the state office and the executive offices once upon a time. Saw your office.
How's it look?
The new one or the old one?
I didn't even know there was a new one.
Ah, my friend. There you go. That's another teaser. I'm slipping those teasers in wherever I can. The new one looks quite a bit like the old one. We'll see. Robote to the outside. Well thrown by Manu. What a catch by Manu. Hard to the inside, and he scores 0.4. Possible game point for the green shirt at post 4, Manu. Trying to stop him, Arats. Manu in singles has been really something to watch. We saw it the other night in battle court against Douglas. And just court positioning and ball control. I mean, if he wants to throw it hard, obviously he certainly can, but been showing us how to position the ball and how to position himself without doing anything hard. Beautiful catch by Arats at the side wall. Inside placement by Arats scores 0.6. 6 with 3 points. Here's post 7, Iturbide. I'll tell you, that fake by Arats really works. We're already in the 6th game. Can you believe it? Then 7-8. Don't forget to ask me what I did
kind of flying
with the rest of my summer, because I did do a few fun things, by the way. I did 2 very fun things. But unless you ask, I won't be able to tell, because it looks like I'm bragging. Here's the backhand by Iturbide to the inside. Arats is there. Robote. Iturbide again, backhand. Wall to wall. Robote coming out. 2 all. Oh, that lands in and scores 0.7. 7 with 3 points. Here's post 2, Douglas. The highlight has just been, I mean, since World Supercourt, we have not missed a beat. The highlight has been phenomenal here at Magic City. Just so good to watch. That's not a sales pitch. That's how I honestly feel about it. There's a backhand by Douglas. Robote forehand. Iturbide on the catch. Lower and harder and caught by Douglas at the 10 line. 2 all hit the pad, 0.2. 2 with 2 points. Here's post 3. Nicholas receives. Bad highlight is kind of like a bad day at the dentist. Fortunately, we don't have many of those here. Not at Magic City. I mean, we don't. But it really is. Like when the anesthetic doesn't take effect properly. That's the effect it has on me anyway. Robote, 2 all. Little clip. Stopped by Nicholas. Carom by Nicholas. Douglas gets out there. Stops it on the forehand. Hard to the inside. It will cross. Perfect read by Nicholas. He looks to pass. He does not. Douglas to the inside. What a scoop by Nicholas. To the outside it goes. What a stop by Douglas. Back to the inside where it scores. My, oh my. That's good highlight. 0.2. 2 has 4 points. Alex is returning in the purple shirt. He has 5 and a possible game point. You ever had that experience with dental? Where the Novocaine, it's like, could you give me a little more Novocaine?
I don't think so. It doesn't sound very pleasant.
It's not.
It'd be memorable. If it did happen to me, I would know.
Douglas lets it pass, turns the rebote inside. Oh, what a catch by Alex. Off his footing, though, not his fault. Tremendous catch by Alex. The backhand, though, catches the pad, point 2. Possible game point for the blue at post 2. Douglas receiving the white at post 3. Gaucheri. Andrew, look. Douglas is serving to Gaucheri with possible game point. Those are usually fun.
I think this one will be fun, too.
Do you? All right, let's see what happens. Here's Gaucheri on the backhand of the inside. Rebote. Forehand by Douglas, 2 pass. Gaucheri for the rebote, left side. On the wall, Douglas makes the catch, fakes the 2-all. Gaucheri tipped it. Point and game, post 2, Douglas. No playoff here. 4 places, 8 shows. 2, 4, 8. Unofficial order finish for game 6. Intense singles match. And there's another one coming up. Always love to see that. Results and prices are official for Game 6, 248, official order finish. Quinella, 2-4, $66. That's a $1 Quinella, $66. Trifecta, 248, $884. $2 wager on 2 to win. Look at that, $26.20. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is Game 7, the second of our feature doubles matches, games, etc., etc. Next game played is 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. One change, Game 7, post 6, take out Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. Game 7, post 6, take out Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. Game 7 will conclude the high five for today and post time. Now just about 7 minutes away. Good luck. The high five will live to fight another day.
There it is. First chance this year.
That is fortunate. 7 minutes to go till post in.
Stu, I didn't forget.
You didn't forget.
You were going to tell me something about
I was, and
the
I'm
most
going to.
enjoyable moment of the summer?
I can't say that there
a
was
couple good memories.
I can't say that. So the time that I spent in our new facility, let's begin with that. So that was good. That was good. That was. There was time spent laughing. It was hard work. There was some emotion associated with it, I'll say. But overall, it was just a good experience. So that to begin the summer, you know. So that was overall good. And then we finished with that portion of things that we needed to do there. And then, as folks might know, even you might know this, Andrew, I am a fan of one Herb Alpert.
Oh, I did see something.
That's right. The founder of A&M Records, also a trumpet sensation, creating a unique sound of music. If people haven't seen Herb Alpert it's a documentary. You really should watch it. You really should watch it because Herb Alpert was making music obviously in the 60s, and when you get Questlove interviewed and people of and Billy Bob Thornton, and you get them to quote their opinion of Herb Alpert. And Questlove says, no matter what party you're at in L.A., Herb's the coolest guy in the room. Just turned 90.
Yeah.
And he decided to go on tour in 2025. So, you know where the tour opened? Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, right here?
Exactly. In February. You know when? You know what night it opened on?
Probably a Friday night.
A Tuesday.
Oh,
so I couldn't go. And I was like, I'll catch up with the tour at some point. And the tour was like, I don't know, maybe 7, 8 dates, something like that.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, he sold out every venue and they were adding dates. They kept adding dates and he kept moving west.
Yeah.
So he moved west towards California where he lives. And the first time I found tickets that were less than like $1 bajillion to sit, up close, I had good seats, was Kansas City.
Yeah, you coming out to the Midwest. There you go.
I was. I have to say I'm a fan. There was a direct flight from Fort Lauderdale to Kansas City. So I flew out to Kansas City all by my lonesome. I took what you kids call an Uber
Yeah. Wow. Cool.
to a hotel that was located right next to the venue. I looked out my window and I noticed a tour bus, and I was like, no way Herb Alpert's got a tour bus. Sure enough, I got a picture of the tour bus and went to the concert, and I can say it was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's not just the music. It's a show. I mean, it's a fantastic show. And he goes through his entire career. He's got a video screen going on behind him. His sense of humor is fantastic. Tells stories about Burt Bacharach, Karen Carpenter, and he plays the Tijuana brass music just awesome. And there's people of all ages, and it's sold out. Every venue has been sold out. In fact, he finishes the 2025 tour in LA in November, and they added a second night after selling out the Dolby Theater with its 2,000 some odd seats, and he's just amazed by the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's really not like he shows his age. The first thing he did was come out, played 5 songs in a row, sat down, took a deep breath, and said, "I'm a little tired."
A little humor, too.
I just turned 64 this year, and everybody starts laughing, and he says, "What?" And it was just really a tremendous, such a good experience. I'm going to see him again this year, and they've announced concert tours for 2026. I got tickets for that too.
Is it going to be here?
It's going to be in Florida. It's going to be on the West Coast. But I will be making I would be making 2 more trips in the off season in 2026.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, so I did that. And then, of all things, I don't spend a lot of time in California. I spent a weekend.
Switch, 7-8.
I spent a weekend in Southern California.
And what'd you think of Southern California 2025?
It was really good for my head. It was tremendous.
It's just a good break.
It was great. I was there to visit a friend and just basically do nothing except experience life with a friend. And that's not a euphemism. Just sit there and talk about life and see how he's doing, and just walk, go to dinner, walk on the beach, take some drives, and wow. Just it was, if I post something on either Facebook or Instagram, that it had an impact of some sort.
And it was a couple pictures.
Yeah, one from the
Yeah,
one from the concert in early August, and then there were a couple pictures. There were 3 pictures from the second one. My friend, of course,
That sounds great.
originally from Chicago, therefore basically doubling down on my position that people from Chicago are just kind of nicer.
Good people.
Yeah, that
Well,
picture.
they like you over there too, Stu.
Do they?
I've heard, yeah, the people I'm a big fan of Stu. The ones that I know, of course.
The one that you met, yes, and that's who I was out there with. He just so nice to see someone doing well, for themselves, and just to be surrounded by so much positive energy. So
That's great stuff, Stu.
yeah, overall a great summer, and then we finished it off with World Super Court, and our players here couldn't have been nicer, and great to be back here, great to be with you and JR.
I mean, this summer was so long. As you were talking, I remembered that I actually did way more than I thought this summer. I mean, in May was an active May. Weddings and celebrating my dad's birthday.
Happy
70th
birthday to Michael.
in Vegas, but that seems so long ago. But it was still this summer. But we're happy to be back. It's good to be back here.
I'm glad you're
We
back.
need some highlight in our lives, and we got Game 7, folks, coming up right now. Good luck.
Thank you, Andrew. Time to begin our 7th game. It is a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving. Red shirts post 1, Iturbide and Gallup. Receiving blue post 2, Jairo and Manu. There's the serve. We begin. Here's a catch by Manu, backhand from the 13 line. Costado to the outside, hit the pad, and the pad is bad. Point 2. White shirts post 3. Urrutia and Cabrera. Here's a catch by Cabrera, forehand. Catch by Jairo. Jairo on the catch, backhand from the 7. Manu from the 13, backhand to the inside. Here's a backhand by Manu. What a catch by Manu. He stopped the ball beautifully in the cesta. To the outside it goes. Jairo calls for it. Robote dropping, saved by Jairo. Urrutia calls for it. 2-all, stopped by Jairo. Jairo on the forehand. That will score point 2. 2 with 2 points. Here's post 4. The green shirts receive Iñaki and Unda. Good afternoon, Fat Boy. Thank you for checking in. I really wish you wouldn't call yourself Fat Boy. That's an underserve. Point 4. Black shirts, post 5. Benetrix and Douglas. See, when I say that in the microphone and people aren't paying attention to the chat, they don't know that you call yourself Fat Boy. Peace, peace, family. Peace, peace, Fat Boy. Brian D in the chat. That's been a while, no?
I didn't even look. Hello, Brian.
Unda, beautiful catch. There's the backhand. Backhand by Douglas. Iñaki, Robote. What a pickup by Douglas. Beautiful scoop high on the left side. Unda from the 12. Over the top. Douglas is there. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Unda now from the 11. Another big right side. This one tipped the side wall. Point 4. 2 points for the 4-team yellow shirts of post 6. Gonaga and Nicholas. Iñaki, backhand from the 8 line. Nicholas, backhand from the 12. Unda will let this pass. Robote saved by Iñaki. Nicholas from the 12 line on the forehand. Beautiful catch by Unda at the back wall. Gonaga. Nicholas now backhand from the 12. Wall to wall. Out to the Robote. Robote forehand by Iñaki. Unda on the catch. Forehand. Powerfully thrown. Nicholas on the backhand. Robote save. That ball's in play by Iñaki. Gonaga. Ball tipped. Point 6. That ball's moving fast out there, huh? Lots of smiles on the court. Pink shirts of post 7 are receiving. The team of Alex and Julian. We're so happy to have Unda here. We really are. He just brings such a positive energy with him. There's a backhand by Julian. Nicholas from the 12. Point 6. Here now to complete the first round, receive purple shirts at post 8. Echeverry and Benny. Brian D. Fatboy, in case he did get out of the conversation, he did play the tournament this year. The Austin Jack. Robote left side, high and inside. Benny on the bounce, backhand from the 10. Beautiful catch by Benny off the wall. Nicholas is there. Benny on the catch, backhand from the 12. Robote forehand. This one picked up by Benny. Low runner to the inside, scooped by Nicholas. Nicholas on the catch, forehand. Echeverry, Robote to the inside. Goenaga's there, powerfully thrown by Goenaga. Robote coming out, Echeverry to the inside. Nicholas, the tip ball, point 8. First round is complete. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. Iturbide and Gallo receive. Gallo from the forehand. Echeverry on the Robote. Iturbide has it. Drop shot. Benny reads it, takes off, gets it before the second bounce. Iturbide's there. To the outside it goes. Echeverry reads it, stops it, returns it hard from the forehand. Gallo makes the Robote save. Here's Echeverry. Echeverry back. Robote dropping. Outside placement, outside of play, point 8. 8 with 3 points. Here's post 3, Urrutia and Cabrera. Cabrera, good catch, nice backhand. Benny, tough play behind the 12 line. Robote save by Echeverry, cut off by Urrutia. Urrutia, drop shot to score. Well done, point 3. 3 with 2 points, here's post 2, Jairo and Manu. Robote forehand. Manu is there. Backhand from the 9. Jairo stops at midcourt. Cortada scores. Beautifully thrown by Jairo. Point 2. Two on the board with 4 points. Here's post 5. Black shirts. Benetrix and Douglas. Manu, beautiful catch at the 11 line. Douglas on the forehand. There's a backhand by Doug. Wow, he let go of that one. Robote coming out to the 3 line. Turned on the forehand of Jairo. Beautiful scoop by Douglas. Benetrix, powerful backhand, stopped by Manu. Manu to the inside. Benetrix passes on it, turns to save the rebote. Jairo makes the catch. Again, rebote for Benetrix. Right up the middle, Manu makes the catch. Manu has both players blocked to the inside. That 2-all. It's good, point 2. 2 with 6 points. Here's post 4. Green shirts. Iñaki and Unda. Powerful throw by Unda, caught by Jairo. Backhand by Iñaki. Manu is there. Rebote. Iñaki makes a save. Fine play. Jairo reaches in. Backhand from the 8. What a catch by Unda. Ball tipped. Point in game. Post 2. Jairo and Manu. 2 wins it. 8 places. 6, 3, and 4 will play off for 3rd place. Cabrera on the catch. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand fired by Urrutia. Caught and returned by Nicholas. Cabrera's there. Big backhand by Cabrera. That backhand clears the overhead screen. Goenaga. Rebote to the inside. Dropping. Urrutia makes the save, hits the rail just above the front pad, point 6. Possible show point for the 6th post team. Goenaga and Nicholas trying to stop them. Iñaki and Unda. Oh, it's Ernesto. Hi, Ernesto. Missed you. Sincerely did. What a catch by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Rebote. Unda, fine catch, low, hard backhand. Inaki makes the rebote save. Well played. Goenaga has it midcourt, low and hard. Unda, beautiful catch on the left side, and a hard backhand follows. Catch by Iñaki, backhand, wall to wall, out to the rebote. Rebote forehand, that hit the overhead screen. 3rd place finish for the 6th team. Goenaga and Nicholas, 2-8-6. Unofficial order finish for game number 7. Results are official for Game 7. Coming in first, post 2, Jairo and Manu. Coming in second, post 8, Echeberry and Benny. Coming in third, post 6, Goenaga and Nicholas. $2 Kiel, 2-8, 23.60. The trifecta, 286, 262.80. $2 wager on 2 to win, $4. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 8. It is a spectacular 7 singles match. Last singles was pretty intense. Last doubles was pretty intense. Even the first game was intense. Intensity Highlight 2025. Game 8 will be played 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. There's one correction. Game 8 post 8. Take out Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. Game 8 post 8. Take out Arta, replace Arta with a Nicholas. Game 8 will also conclude the pick 3. Then don't forget, following Game 8 at 5 p.m., we play Battle Court. Chargers will take on the Cyclones. That is at 5 p.m. However, 6 minutes from now begins the last Pelota performance for today. Don't forget our schedule. We play Pelota. We play Quinellas. Pari-mutuel highlight here at Magic City, 1:30 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays only. Now through November, blah, 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 something like November 15th, somewhere in there, I think. It's not November 15th, but it's November something in there. And Battle Court, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 p.m. Sorry. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 p.m. Fridays at 7 p.m. when we're open to the public. And man, was it loud in here. I mean, but it was a good kind of, even I'll say it was a good kind of loud. There was a super positive energy in here Friday night. Don't forget, if you can, while the season's going on, get your share of Battle Courts, 7 p.m. on Fridays, now through November. It's an exciting time. Andrew, nothing? I mean, Andrew's really working on. He's like writing points down furiously, and because he has to put all that information in. But no, Friday night there was an energy in here that was absolutely palpable. It was absolutely palpable. Cyclones had their fans out here, and there was an under chat. What a way to welcome him in. That was just nice to see. A little over 3 minutes to go before we begin Game 8. There is that one correction. Game 8, post 8. Take out Arta, replace Arta with Nicholas. Game 8, post 8. Take out Arta, replace Arta with a Nicholas. Pick 3, Will Pays. You really need to concentrate when you have a microphone in front of you. Up there on the board.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. I sell ice cream, rather sell a CD.
I have a security company, a beauty salon.
I've been doing music for a very long time.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlights.
We're looking to transition from dog racing to highlight. I went to the university. I said, listen, I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
If you're going to come into this sport, you got to be dedicated. You're going to be a piece of cake.
We knew going in, they're not going to be great the first day.
It'll be like the Jamaicans with the bobsled team. Game time now, man.
This is gonna be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I got to win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And folks, that was a trailer for the award-winning documentary about the inaugural season of play right here at Magic City. That is called Magic City Hustle. Directed by Billy Corbin, the creator of Cocaine Cowboys, Screwball, The U, and much more. This film highlights the transition of these Magic City athletes from their respective careers in other sports right here to the highlight fronton. You can watch Magic City Hustle directly from Google Play or iTunes, either rent or buy from either platform. And remember, if you buy it for just a few dollars more, you can enjoy it as many times as you like for life. Which will take us here under a minute till we begin game number 8. Don't forget about Battle Court coming up today at 5 p.m. It will be the Chargers and Cyclones, beginning with Division 5 doubles. Jed and Arta take on Hyro and Stan. Then Iturbide and Bradley go up against Robin and Unda, followed by Zuleika and Ubia against Inaki and Manu. That Division 1 doubles. That is Division 1 doubles, I should say. Then singles, Bradley versus Robin, Division 5 matchup. Then 2 doubles games to close it out. We'll see Zuleika and Arta against Inaki and Unda. Then Iturbide and Ubia against Hyro and Manu. Those will be the 6 matches in order tonight. Chargers and Cyclones. We've got game 8.
More importantly, you get to hear Andrew announce play-by-play. He needs to keep it in reason. That's, yeah. Well, you know, I can announce all these games. We want you to preserve your voice. Time to begin game 8. Arutia has the serve, receiving the blue at post 2. Alex. There's the serve. We begin with an overserve. Point 2. White shirt at post 3 receives. Here is Iturbide. Oh, for a serve, point 3. Green shirt at post 4, Douglas receives. Douglas on the catch. Here's the backhand, low and hard and caught by Iturbide. Long 2-all by Iturbide. Snap from about the 9 line. Hits the pad. Point 4. Black shirt at post 5. Number 20, Go Sherry receives. Robote forehand. Robote left side by Go Sherry. Tipped. Point 5. Yellow shirt, post 6, Manu receives. Robote by Go Sherry to the inside. Big bounce brought down by Manu. Point 6. Manu now serves to Inaki in the pink of post 7. Robote forehand, light touch. Inaki's there. 2-all by Inaki, kicks up and out, point 6. Manu with 2 points, serving to the purple shirt at post 8, worn by Nicholas. Manu on the backhand from the 9 line. That passes. Robote. 2-all by Manu. Throwing sharply to score. Well done. 0.6. 3 points for the 6 post. We've completed our first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, the red of post 1, Urrutia. Rebote left side by Urrutia. Kicks court. Manu is there. Manu to the inside. Urrutia is there. Backhand to the outside. Caught in the air by Urrutia. Carom by Urrutia. Does not open. Stopped by Manu. Manu. Hard on the throw. Backhand by Urrutia. Urrutia with the 3-wall play that scores 0.1. Blue at post 2, Alex receives. Beautiful catch by Alex. Hard to the inside it goes. Rebote. Saved by Urrutia. Caught by Alex. Alex from the forehand. Low and hard. 0.2. 3 points for the 2 post. Alex receiving Iturbide. Lucas Smith in the chat, good to see you. You're a little late. It's the last game. We begin at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but Battle Court does begin at 5. So you will be able to catch more highlight then. Rebote saved by Alex, caught by Iturbide. 2-0 by Iturbide, scores 0.3. 3 with 3 points. Here's post 4, Douglas. Yes, Lucas, we are here Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1:30 p.m. That's when we begin. But again, Battle Court. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 5 p.m., Friday at 7 p.m. Beautiful catch by Douglas off the wall. Hard backhand follows. Rebote coming out to the 4 line. Rifled from the forehand of Iturbide. Douglas hard to the inside and low enough to score. 0.4. Four on the board with 3 points. Here's post 5. Go, Sherry. Doesn't make a difference if you're late. We're glad you're here. Here's a backhand by Go Sherry. Powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out. Sherry takes it on the bounce. Oh, did not have control of it in the cesta. 0.4. Possible game point for the green shirt at post 4. Douglas trying to stop him. Iñaki. Iñaki on the catch. Long carom from the forehand of Iñaki scores. That's really well placed. 0.7. Nicholas receives. Purple post 8. 0.7. Manu receives, post 6. Robote forehand. This one caught by Manu. Beautiful catch on the bounce. Inyaki's there. Here's the backhand, wall to wall from the left side. Karam executed by Manu to score 0.6. Possible game point for Manu, post 6, yellow shirt, trying to stop him. The red at post 1, Rutia. Robote left side, 2-all, out, 0.1. One with 4 points. Play continues. Here's post 2, Alex. Costello to the inside. Alex is there. Quite a save on the forehand. Urrutia winds up. The 2-alls in the pad. 0.2. Possible game point. Blue shirt at post 2. Alex trying to stop him. The white at post 3. Iturbide. That's a beautiful serve by Alex, stopped well by Iturbide. Alex on the backhand, low and hard, and scoring for the win. Point in game, post 2, Alex. 2 wins it, 4 serves to 6. This is a playoff for second and third place. Manu on the backhand of the inside. Robote forehand by Douglas. Robote left side for the big bounce. Excellent catch by Douglas. Long 2-all, caught the pad. 6 places, 4 shows. Unofficial order finish, 2-6-4. Your price will be up in a moment. Results from game 8 are official. Coming in first, post 2, Alex. Taking second, post 6, Manu. Coming in third, post 4, Douglas. There are your prices. $2 Quinella, 2-6, $54. The trifecta, 2-6-4, $630.40. $2 wager on 2 to win, $12.40. The late pick 3. 2-2-2, 3 of 3 numbers, returning $180.80. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Tuesday afternoon performance of Live Highlight in the Magic City on the Highlight channel. We are glad that you chose to join us this afternoon and invite you to join us just less than 1 hour from now for Battle Court, when the Chargers will take on the Cyclones at 5 p.m. On behalf of the players, staff, and management, the Magic City Highlight. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget, this was our first day of Pelota. We played Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1:30 p.m. now through November. Have a good day, everyone.